Good evening, folks. I got to try to figure this out. Oh, wait, there. Maybe? No. No. There we go. All right. We figured that part out. Oh, no. Um, um, hang on, folks. I'm not going to be able to zoom in. Hang on a second, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Miss Franco. Well, that's good. But that's going to be a bummer if we can't zoom in. That shuts the camera off. Invites, videos. See, I don't want to hit any of that stuff yet. How do we make it full screen? All right. Well, folks, we're trying a new trying a new streaming app tonight. So let's see what's going on. We're sitting on the east side of town. Obviously, there's a Circle K right there if you could see it. Behind me, over my left shoulder, is Lompoc Valley Hospital. I don't see it over here, though. Hang on, folks. We're supposed to be streaming to Facebook and YouTube right now. So, trying to see if it's, well, turn the ringtone off. Turn that off. All right. I think we're pretty much ready. The only bummer is I don't think I could zoom in and out on this. And I don't really want to push any buttons and then lose the stream or just hit something and screw everything up. That would be horrible. All right, we're off. We're starting on the east side, the very east edge. Well, not the very east edge. There's actually a couple more streets to my left. Thank you for joining us on Vandenberg rocket launches tonight, folks. We are an hour and 45 minutes away from the current zero. We have to say current because who knows, it may change. That's why you sign up for 805.life/launches. Go to sign up for the email list, and then you'll get an email telling you when the next launch is. When I got home from work, I don't know how well you guys can see it, but that layer of fog out there was much further out. So we're going to head towards surf. We're going to see what's going on out there. Looks like it's pretty, a fairly high ceiling for the fog again. So Hopefully, surf, you'll be able to see something. I hate to say it because I promote people coming out here to see these things, but this time of year is not the time of year to come see a rocket launch. The fog monster, June gloom, as they call it. So what happens unless it's hot? If it's like a real hot day, you'll wake up to no fog in the morning. Like when the temperature is like what it is right now, this is what we get. Every night between 4 and 8 o'clock, the fog starts rolling in. And depending on which side of town you're on, depends on how long you get sunlight, direct sunlight, not fogged over sunlight. Excuse me. Now we're in Old Town Lompoc, where all the murals are. Well, where a lot of them are. One street over to screen right, there's some on that street. And there's, I don't know, I can't zoom in on this, so I don't really know how much you guys can see right now. Tortilla Reina. They got a big ass corn tortilla maker in there, like a machine. You go in there sometimes, it's so loud you can't hear. And then they shut the machine off, and it's like, oh, wow, quiet in here. People go in there and buy tortillas by the ice chest full. I'm not kidding. And they got some really good rotisserie chicken there. So that's a good spot to go if you ever come here to watch a rocket launch. Just don't go to a fast food place. Go to one of our Mexican restaurants or Tom's or Pampulin on the other side of town. There's a Whack-A-Mole Park, otherwise known as Bryant Park. Flower Festival's over and gone. That was last weekend. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Since we won't have a launch before it. All right. Now we're on the west side of town. Pretty much to the edge of it. This is your first time joining us and you don't know much about Lompoc. When you come in from the east, it's essentially 12 to 1. Those are the street numbers. And then A Street is the first major town coming in from the east. And it's A through Z leaving town. That's art. What is that one? Q? Z, B Street. So then you have WXYZ, and that's it. Some of these newer neighborhoods, the homeowners association neighborhoods, don't have 1, 2, 3, and A, B, and C. They have their own names. We're getting on the edge of the fog layer now. Like I said, I can't zoom in. That's the only bummer about this one. Maybe once I figure it out a little bit more, we'll be able to. But over that way is where the pad is right now. And I don't know, like I said, don't know how much you can see. But that dip in the hillside out there, that's where this road ends up. It looks like the thick fog's up in the sky a little bit, so that's a good thing. And thank you for joining us on Vandenberg Rocket Launches. This time of day, we should get jellyfish effect, hopefully. Well, is it 8 o'clock? No, it'll still be a little bit too bright. At least here at Vandenberg, it will be. The fog's moving in. So we're right on the edge of it now. The fog. Everything behind us is still blue skies, and now we're officially under it. What would be the easiest way? That way. So, if we look up, blue sky over there, fog over there. And then, damn it, can't zoom in. Way over there on the hillside, uh, there above my finger. Well, actually, it was below it, like over there. His hair is grayed. You can still see it. So that means they can see us. But see, that's the bummer. You guys get stuck looking at the gas now. That sucks. Yeah. Let's make it a little bit better real quick. We stopped. Let's check chat real quick. It's mirrored. Yeah, it is. And I can't figure out how to flip it. Yeah, I know. I know. The image is backwards. Hang on a second. Hang on. Let me see. Maybe it was something with, no, not that one. This one. Okay. What does this do? Hang on, folks. Oh, it's still flipped. Uh, uh, uh. Oh, wait. Let me see. Hang on a second. Let me figure this out for a second, folks. All right. So that's that one. Now let's go to that one and see what happens. Oh, is that too much? Not really. Okay, so that's microphone. That was inviting people. See, I don't want to push buttons though. Because then what happens? With my luck, I hit a button, screw everything up. Let's see. Yeah, the image is flipped. I have to figure it out, folks. But as of right now, driving down the wrong side of the road. Yeah, so I guess the camera buttons that I just pushed zoom in and zoom out. I guess since we're driving, we'll zoom out a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, little stuff like that is easier with Restream. I just got to figure out how to flip the image real quick. I think I know which button to push, but I'm terrified to push it. Because if I do, I don't know what's going to happen. Ah! Sorry, folks. Those of you with vertigo or that get easily dizzy, sorry. Uh, these are the joys of, I already see police lights. So we're not making it to surf. Vic, if you're watching, sorry. There was a hawk up there on the power line. Yep. The road is closed. Now let's see when we run into people. Well, the good thing is at least we have audio, right? A few videos ago, I drove around for what, a half hour, 45 minutes before I realized it? That was kind of embarrassing. This is too because it's inverted, so it's kind of lame, but I'll figure it out hopefully before the launch. All right, coming up to Renwick, our first sign of rocket launch watchers. That's not a good spot to park. That guy was just parked in the middle of the road. This is the southernmost entrance to base. You don't have to come. You don't have to come. I'm flipping. I probably just could have. Yeah. Anyways, Florida. That's cool. And that didn't look like a rental car. That's part of my fun. I'm a license plate watcher. License plate frame and plates themselves. License plate frames tell a lot about a person. All California and old California. So, hey, you might want to move your car. You might want to move the car. People turn up there. Yeah, go park up there a little bit more. All right. Another one. Another one. I have to keep my scanner on tonight to see if I hear anything. All right. I guess, what do we got? An hour and 26 minutes. I know the inverted thing is driving people nuts. So I think we're going to pull over up here, play with this for a minute, try not to destroy everything. Hopefully, we manage to do it. I don't have much faith in myself. I'm not a techie. Texas. That was a Texas license plate. Washington. And right now, I'm kind of assuming a lot of them are traveling because of World Cup. That's why I keep saying not a rental car or a rental car. All right. All right. I'm going to push the button I'm terrified of right now. Let's see what that does. No, we don't want to add a scene. We don't want nothing new. How would we just invert the picture? Oh, like that. Yay! Hey, everybody, high five the screen. Oh, wait. Here, we could do it like this. Watch. Oh, wait, not that button. We'll go like this. High five the screen. Woo! We did it. Now let's see if I can get it back to. Oh, nope. See, I hit the wrong button again. All right. Mirrors off. Sorry for making everybody sick. Okay. Let's go back to the chat since we're stopped. Yeah, I am a dweeb. I hate computers. And I have two of them right now. One's filming this crap and one's in my hand, and they're both called phones for some reason. No, I'm a man. Read instructions, please. Oh, you know what instructions are? Kindling. Great way to start a fire. I know I need a camera crew, but Like I tell everybody, this isn't like normal shooting. You know, you can go hire some crew for a certain time and place, but this is rocket. Last launch was what, 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning. This one's 7 at night. A few weeks ago was 2 in the morning. And honestly, if you're new to the page, thanks for joining. Hit the like, subscribe, share, tell all your friends. But turn your notifications on because I never know when I'm going live. It could be 2 hours before the launch, could be an hour and a half, could be 30 minutes. It just all depends on what I'm doing and where I'm at. Yeah, I know. It was simple. Oh, what's up, Core? How are you? We are an hour and 22 minutes away at this time. I have not got an email of any time change yet, but let's go over and check 805.life/launches. And that still says an hour and 22 minutes. So let's get on with the show, folks. Now that we've flipped the image around, oh, what's this guy doing? Thank you. Appreciate it. Well, since the fog is rolling in down here, I don't think I'm staying down here. Uh, might be time to check the webcams. Don't forget, folks, if you're in the area looking for a view of the launch, you got to go to Watch Duty app or Alert California, whatever it is, and look up their webcams. They're for brush fires. So if there's a brush fire in your area, they're going to be pointed at that. Oh, shiest. All right. What do we got? An hour and 22 minutes. 35. All right. Well, let's head up to Harris Grade, and then it looks like we might be going to Alama again, folks. Alama County Park. 14 miles away from Highway 1. Kind of sucks that it's that far out. There goes the frog pool right there to the screen right. Sorry, JC, we're on a time limit now. We got to get up to Harris Grade real quick so we can see what that looks like. And then it looks like we're heading out to Halama. All right, so at least I know we want to zoom in. I hit that button, go to camera, whatever it is, 3. I would like to be full screen. And as of right now, folks, we're on Central, headed back toward West. Harris Grade is screen left up on the hillsides over there. We'll wait. We got lechuga lettuce growing to our right, our left, and strawberries to our right. I'm not a fan of our strawberries are good, but there was one particular farm on my way to San Diego. I don't think it's there no more. I'll find out next week. But there was one little farm right along the 5. And like it was up above Legoland. And I know they used to do like Christmas tree, pumpkin stuff, Halloween pumpkin patch and all that. Those were the best strawberries I ever had. Big, juicy, tasty strawberries. Ours are just juicy. They don't have that good strawberry. At least I haven't found a farm out here yet. Yeah, next week I'll find out because I'm taking my grandson to Devil Pups. Never heard of it? It's mini Marines. You go to Camp Pendleton for 10 days. I did it 35 years ago, something like that. I did it a long time ago. My daughter went, but her feet turned to hamburgers. She got all blistered up on her feet, so they sent her home. And she didn't want to come home. They had to force her. And she said, if he wants to go, he could go. And he figured it out. And June 8th, I have to drop him off. Yeah. That was one of the funnest 10-day week camps that I ever went to as a kid. All it is they try to break you mentally. And then they come behind you and they pat you on the back and they say, hey, look at all these guys around you. Look at all your platoon mates. You want to let them down? And then they walk over to the rest of your platoon mates and they go, hey, you going to leave him back there like that? And then you guys like help each other out, boost each other up, climb up Old Smoky, jump off a 33-foot, not a diving board, but platform. It's supposed to simulate jumping off of an aircraft carrier. And then a whole bunch of PT. And I guess they have a simulator this year. They get to go in some sort of combat simulator. So, yeah. Beach day. When I went, we got to watch them invade the beach. That was cool. Yeah. Devil Pups. Some awesome stuff. Look at all that Italian garlic. That punk ass threw it away. What? Now I know what's missing out of my truck. My chunk of Italian garlic. I get it. My son borrowed my truck today, so he probably took it out because it reeks like garlic. All right, now we're back in town. The north end of town. Started on the southeast end. Now we just came through the northwest end, and we're about to go up, make a left, leave the center of town, 8th Street. And this is, 642. There's still a little bit of people coming home traffic, but this is, I'm going to Walmart or Albertsons or Ross traffic. Or Tractor Supply, Limo. What else is over here? KFC. The Verizon store, which isn't actually a Verizon store. We got to drive all the way up to Santa Maria if you want to get a real Verizon store. Guess I could check the comments while we're sitting here. Mm-hmm. No frogs tonight. Can't stop. Sorry, JC. That's where Adam. That's where we're heading right now. We are going up to Ayers Grade. Probably not going to stay there. The Dangermon cam looked awesome right now. So we might end up out there. What am I saying? We are going to end up out there. We're at like 98% right now. Which we have Starlink. So we should have no problem. Oh, yeah. The Halama Beach cam is clear right now. Yep. Yep. And now, like, if I were to stick you guys outside the window right now, the leading finger of the fog, we are under the edge of it. So everything to screen right is still blue skies. Pretty much everything to screen left, kind of slightly behind us, is now covered in fog. Got to pay extra careful attention today. Yesterday on my way to work, the second car in front of me, the dude fell asleep and then decided to do he skidded across all 2 lanes of traffic, 2 shoulders, while he was spinning around. I thought he saved it because he was pointing the wrong way on the northbound lanes. He was pointing southbound, but he finished sliding through the shoulder and ended up, I don't know, 20 feet off the road and about 10 to 15 feet down. He's lucky the trees caught him because that's just under 100-foot cliff all through there. And then I missed it on the way home because I had to come home from Santa Ynez, not Santa Barbara. But there was a serious accident with a Tesla that caught on fire. That was a drunk driver, I guess. 2 of the people got hurt pretty bad. Oh, I forgot to check for the coyote. Damn it. Forgot to check the field for the coyote. Don't forget, now we're on Harris Grade Road. If you look to screen left and screen right, we are in really rotation. So watch out for animals. Sorry for those of you that come back all the time and you're seeing the same drive over and over and over again. But conditions are different almost every time. So we got to do the inevitable drive around to show everybody what the conditions are before we end up where we end up for the evening. Man, might have to make a pit stop. Sorry, folks, I'm watching the road. I saw deer on my way home from work. So they're out moving around. over by the golf course a few hours ago. But that doesn't mean there's not another group of them out here. I think they got the memo that there's a launch today, so they're all probably out toward the mission. Stay away from it a little bit. It's beautiful up here right now, though. That's what happens a lot of times. You'll be in town, and that's why these webcams around here are my lifesaver. Because I'll be in town and I don't know what's going on. You could be on the west side of town and you're covered in fog, and you can then be on the east side of the town and it's like this, nice and clear. Or the whole town is covered in fog, and you come up Harris Grade and you get right there to where the fire station is, and right around there it starts to lift, it starts to dissipate, and then you get up here and it's clear. So for a couple years now, before the launches, this is what we're watching is and will forever be most likely my normal routine. I left a little late today. Usually we'll get out to surf before they close the road, but we were trying to do this whole new restream stuff because I want to try to stream it to the Facebook group at the same time. 180,000 people over there on that page. I'm sure some of them would like to see the rocket launch live. All right. Started up the road line. Don't hug the yellow. Don't be a jackass and cross the double yellow to park. Coming home from work traffic. Switchback number 1 was back there. Now we go through switchback number 2 right here. And when you come around this turn, it's the start of Harris Grade Lookout. Wait, is this idiot going to do it? 246. Oh, come on. Look at this is exact. Look, she was going to do it. You see that? She was going to do it. Oh, she almost got T-bone. Man. Oh, she's going to do it right here. Watch. See? Nope. See? She would have got T-boned again. Exactly what I'm talking about. Don't make that left-hand turn. Let's see if she's a member of the page. Man, we almost got a front row seat for that. Oh, she's going to do it right here. Ah, that's still not that safe as far as I'm concerned. At least you got a little bit more of a view there to see if cars are coming at you or behind you. But as far as I'm concerned, the safest thing to do, all the way up here. Oh, look, she decided to come all the way up here. That's what you do, folks. Please don't make a left over those double yellow lines, especially this time of day. People are coming home from work. They just want to get home. And us regulars, us people that live here, we drive this road all the time, so it's faster than you guys that are just here to see a rocket launch. All right. You can still see the rocket from up here with this new thingy thing we got going on here. I don't know how much you'll be able to see, but okay. So we're at 0. Let's go to 1. All right, go away. Yeah, see, you guys aren't going to be able to see it very well. So let's go back. I think this is the wide shot, right? Yeah, looks like it. So this is the view up here right now. Yeah, this is the wide shot. There's obviously, ooh, look at, is it coming up or going down? I think it's coming up. Wow. It didn't really look like a red tail, but it looks too small to be a golden eagle. But there is the main turnout down there. That's where obviously everybody goes and parks. There's the car. They kept debating whether or not they were going to turn or not. But yeah, this is the view from Harris Grade right now. The fog's still moving in. If I stand here still long enough, you can watch the fog over there kind of move in, which we're not going to do because we have an hour to go. All right, folks. Let's head to Halama. Oh, I forgot. My mount broke and my new one hasn't showed up yet. Oh, this. Turn that way, turn that way. Now that I can see some, let's see. Well, that's better. That's better. Oh, we'll do a quick scroll of the chat real quick. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, tell all your friends. Turn your notifications on. Go over to 805.live/launches. Sign up for the email list. Get notified of what's going on. Let's see. Scroll. Not yet. Not yet. Oh, there might have been a UFO right now, actually. Oh, that sucked. Biting into a strawberry worm. My viewing area, the upper viewing area, got one car in it and a pile of green waste. Somebody was nice enough to drop that off. Matthew BV. It's not really a specific time. It's just 45 minutes after launch or after sunset is best time for jellyfish effect. You want the sun completely set and the sky somewhat dark, but you don't want the sun too far past sunset. You still want that sunlight in the sky. to reflect off of everything. This time of night, we'll probably get fairing reflection. So we'll get the little flickery lights of the sunlight reflecting off of the fairings, and we'll probably get reflection off the booster and all that. Hello, Renee. Yeah, I timed driving to Halama last time, and from here it takes 40 minutes, and that's of me just kind of cruising somewhat. That's why we got an hour to go right now. And thank you everybody for joining. If it's your first time joining us tonight, if it's your first time, sorry, but this is going to be a speed run somewhat out to Alama. More and more people showing up. More and more people showing up. Obviously, that van could have crossed the left. Oh, man. I got people just. Maybe that's the thing in other parts of the world where you just, I guess it is really, right? America and no, most of Europe have sidewalks and like common sense to not just walk down the side of the road. I really wouldn't do it right now, anyways. It's snake season. Granted, we're going into sunset, so they're probably burrowed up for the night. But still, you get too close to one, it may just decide to bite your little toe. Most of the snakes around here are no big deal, but get bit by a rattlesnake, that's not good. Yep. See, we call it 7 straight up. We're leaving Harris grade right at 7. In the trick, so it's not so long time wise of a drive out there. You don't go through town, go around it. And unfortunately, when you live in Lompoc, we got a bunch of streets, and that's about it. The 101 is like 15 miles east. Highway 1 goes through Lompoc. It's just a street, 2 of them, Ocean and H. Sorry, folks. I told you this is going to be more of a. It's going to be a quick drive until we get out on Halama. And once we get out on Halama, I'm going to slow down a little bit. Granted, I still got to watch out for animals here, but I think here I have more time to see them first. Looked like there was something in the road up here a little bit. Nope. We are on Rucker Road now, heading southbound. All this vegetation over here to the left caught on fire a few years back. And they did a FOSS check drop on all these houses to the left. So for like a week or 2, if not longer, all these houses were orange FOSS check. The fire burned like right up to this street. Didn't get any houses, but yeah. Looks like it's about ready to burn again. But, people don't believe in prescription burns anymore. Even though UMass used to do it. You go on some of the trails I used to hike. I want to get back into it now. Going on trail hikes. It's hard with the launch every weekend all the time. Some of the trail hikes I go on were insane with all the deadfall and overgrowth. Now we're up. What is this? Not the village. Maybe it is. I don't know. I think they call this the upper track. Because if you go over there to screen left a little bit, it falls down into a little depression. It's not even a valley. That's they call the lower track. And everything to screen right is called Mesa Oaks. Little ranchettes. I think they're like one side of it is like quarter-acre lots all the way up to 2-acre lots, 2 or 3-acre lots. And over here to screen left, this is all La Purísima Mission property over here to screen left. All of these horse properties live there and trot around the bridle trails on the mission. There's Lompoc in front of us. And we're still on the edge of the fall. Not really. We're out from under it some. There goes a bunch of people on their way to work. UMass bus, employee bus. Now we're on Purísima Road. We're going to end up at the 246 and then down on Highway 1. But we're going this way to avoid Lompoc. Sorry, JC. Time limit. And when we get up here, I'm going to make a right. But if I were to make a left, would be the entrance to the mission. Time they have on you come at the right. Ladies that leave the wool and on. It's kind of cool. Got a couple. I think they still have horses, turkeys, chickens, pigs, or a pig. I think it's just a pig now. And miles and miles and miles hiking. All but one little section of one trail out there. There are some cool spots there too to watch the rocket launches. Go up on the upper loop. Go to the top of the hill. It's actually cool because they have a water trough for the animals up there. And it's got a perfect view looking toward Slick 3 and Slick 4. So it's a little bit of a hike though. Depending on which trail you take. You can take the road. That still has a nice little kicker on it. Little short, little steep hill. But I would take the trail that is really steep, but you switch back up it the whole time, so you're not climbing up the steep side. You're just going back and forth up it. Now we're heading back toward Lompoc. Lompoc is screen right. This road makes a right-hand bend up there. Then we go over one of two bridges to get into Lompoc. People don't believe me, but you can look at the way in the log map. Lompoc is over, especially right now, because the creek's running or the river's running. Moved up here 20 years ago. It only ran a couple times. Last year, well, this side of the river never dried up. It always was wet over here. But on the 8th Street Bridge, on the north side of town, it dried up over there. This will be year number 4 in a row that it's had water in it. And mainly because the storms we had a few years back. They filled up Lake Cachuma. So almost every time it rains now, they got to dump the lake. Got to let water out so it doesn't overflow. There's Home Cheapo. I wish we had an Ace Hardware, specifically a Miners. Yeah, I noticed that too. Oh well. No Facebook tonight. Motorcycle camping at Alama? You're nuts. It gets too windy out there sometimes. Okay, we're on Highway 1 now. It's taken us 11 minutes to get this far. And we're not even on Alama Road yet. Hopefully, we will be shortly. Yeah. There's been some accidents on this road yesterday, so just gotta keep an eye out. Oh, I didn't stop. Oh well. Time limit. I'm just gonna pick up a beer since we're gonna be out at one. Be there for the sunset. It's all right. Water. If I haul ass down Alama Road, I can make it to the store in time to buy one. I think the store closes at 8. I could be wrong. I used to know the guy that lived out there and ran the store. It's got to be a hard job getting the campers yelling at you to wake up because they need something. Oh, yep. Deer in the field like usual. 3 of them. Couldn't tell if any of them were a buck. There has been buck in that field that was to screen left the last few days. Really piss some people off. Tell them what's hiding over their screen right. For some reason, they don't like me as it is. I don't know. They love my wife, not me. Uh, we're in a passing lane right now, folks. Do you know how these work? If you don't, when you get into the passing lane, it doesn't mean speed up. If you want to go the speed limit, then go slower in the passing lane. Let all the assholes that want to go 80 miles an hour pass you. Don't speed up to 65 and then go, now they're stuck behind me. Because then they try passing you on the highway, and that's how an accident gets caused. Just slow down in the passing lane and let somebody pass you. It's no big deal. You'll probably catch up to them at the next. Well, if you're going north, you'll usually catch up to them right there at the stoplight coming into town. If you're going to Santa Barbara, right there, you usually don't catch them because that's somebody on a mission. They left late to work or something. All right. There it is. I'm a beach sign. No outlet. Thank God we got Starlink because in about 3 miles, there's no service. I don't know. I guess I've heard some T-Mobile customers have service out the way out further back on this road. If you go on to watch duty and look up the Dangermon cam, that's supposedly on the cell phone tower there. See the new sign thing they're making for Halama? It'll probably sit like that for 6 months before they finish it. But hey, at least they started. Uh, we got 40 minutes to make it out there. Technically a little less because I got to get everything set up too. So we're not going to haul ass, but we are going to cruise along at a nice clip. Hopefully tonight, from being that same black cow and a red cow on my way out last time I came out here. What are we in? July 1st. So there shouldn't be any tarantulas crossing the road right now. There's always the opportunity for a bobcat or fox or deer, possibly a mountain lion. Oh, pigs. I always forget to mention those, especially at night. Woo! I saw one night that was as big as the front of this truck I'm sitting in. It was scary. It wasn't as tall as it, of course, but it spanned the whole front end of my truck. It was dark that night. Man, it was kind of spooky. All right. I'll probably be in and out of commenting. If you're new to this page, I tend to shut up every once in a while when I'm on a road like this because here's my philosophy. See the road we're on? It's asphalt, right? It's not just going to get up and move. It's been laid like this for years. So as long as I can see it out of the peripheral of my vision, then I don't need to look at the road. I could look at the side of the road in the fields because, like I said, the road's not going to move. And honestly, I want to check the sides of the road. One, to see what's out there. But, way in front of me, yeah, I'm scanning the shoulders, making sure there's nothing out there. But as we get closer to some of these trees and bushes, I'm looking right up. No, look at, see the deer out there in the field. Sorry, didn't slow down. Time limit. But yeah, you got to keep an eye out because right behind these bushes, right next to the road, might be something ready to jump out in front of you. Oh, goes the manager of Lompoc Beach Cafe. So back a little bit further behind us is where I first saw the black cow. When I came down off the mountain, black cow was right here under these oak trees, screen left, eating. See, pretty much right where these guys are right now. Yeah, it was right here where all these guys. And then the red cow, right here as the hill goes up. Right here on this little hillside. Look at all that beef. Yeah. Babe, if you're watching, I think we need to order some beef. I'm fiending for some Stephanie beef. Some good grass fed, not all hormoned and injected up. Yeah. Yes, they're working on this road. I don't know. I don't think so. I think they're just shutting it down to one lane until they get around to fixing it. It looks like it's about to slough off right there, so probably why they push us over. Same thing happened right up here. This sloughed away. This is all new, what we're on right now. Now they just moved it down the road a little bit. Oh, yeah. My son's going to be murdered for a minute. The Danger Mon cam, if you go over to watch duty, is over here, screen left. There is a possibility if you're watching it right now, you put it on the 15-minute loop, you will see me driving down the road. And if you watch it post-launch, you'll most likely see me driving out because you'll see my headlights. You won't see me yet. The camera's not pointed this far north. Right. 58, so 35 minutes to go till launch. Should only take us like 15 or 20 minutes on this road, depending on how fast I drive. All right, let's quit messing around. Watch the road. Don't forget, take your time if you're coming out here. Moto, I know you're on a motorcycle. Might be a little bit different for you. Just don't hug the double yellow, which is going to end in a couple hundred yards. Then there's no more double yellow. All right, a few hundred yards. And notice, folks, the sun is obstructing your view now. Remember when we were in Lompoc? The fog blocking the sun. So this is going to kind of suck because when the rocket launches, we'll be looking directly into the sun, but it'll be over there. But then once it flies over the top of us or past us, however you want to look at it, the sun will be behind us. So we'll have a little bit better view. I feel bad. Vic's out at Surf Beach again, trying to get a good long exposure. I should have told him just come out here with me, but next time. You got to check little black things in the road. Could be tarantulas. It's not tarantulas, Mike. Over in like February, March. You go on Figueroa Mountain Road, same time. The road is literally covered with them. One of these days when I catch that migration going on, we're going to do another video, and we're going to do a video from there, but it's going to be on the other channel, Pop's Adventures channel, or Pog's Adventures, like my grandkids say, because it's the P, O, and the number 9 Adventures. PO, the number 9S Adventures. I haven't posted on there in a while. I've been focusing on rocket launches. I have not to. You don't hear it. I'm literally just. I am kind of tapping for. Literally, it's cruising. Gonna have to give it a little bit of gas right here. No, we won't. We'll make it over this. And we start back downhill, and we get a good head of steam, and I have to tap the brakes. There was a deer out there in that field. Thank you for joining us on our drive out to Palama Beach for tonight's rocket launch. Where is it? Uh-oh. 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 We're stuck in here. I think I found it. Yep. We're to see Booster just tuning. We're driving down Halama Road because Lompoc starting covered in fog monster. It had pretty much moved in over the pad. It was a fairly high ceiling pad from Surf Beach, which was closed when we drove. It was closed. Surf Beach had people out at it. Drove up to Harris Grade, handful of people, and 8, 9 past it going up. When we drove down, there was probably closer to 15 cars. No reviewing area. Oh, and once we looked up the webcams, the Dangermon webcam looked awesome. The beach cam looked, if you know what you're looking at, it looked great. It's kind of hard to figure it out because honestly, even if they clean, it doesn't matter. That damn thing is getting wind blasted. I thought the W wave. I think we're coming up in a little bit here. The turn that I've run into the pigs at several times. Not coming out here for coming out here for rocket launches. Before I was streaming them like I do now. There's a couple of these turns that kind of suck because you go up the hill and then they drop off real quick, and while the road's still turning, so you don't really know what's going on. That's why you got to drive this road nice and slow if you don't know what you're doing. Honestly, drive it slow if you know what you're doing, because the person coming towards you probably doesn't know what they're doing, and it could end all bad. 20 minutes to go on the 24 minutes to go on the launch countdown clock. We're not that far away now. Once we get around this next little bend right here, if you look, all these hillsides kind of converge down there. That's where we're going. Jellyfish Beach is right down there. This is the turn up here that the pigs usually, I've seen them at several times. standing in the middle of the road in this bend. And over here on this grassy area to the left and to the right. They'll cross right in here sometimes. And poison oak everywhere. Starting to get that beautiful red color to it. Kind of a burgundy color. Almost there. Almost there. Coming up on Alama Beach County Park. Yes, it's a county park, Santa Barbara County Park. You can get a little, what is it called? Oh, the annual pass, the county parks park pass. And it's good for here and Lake Cachuma. Lake Cachuma is a no contact lake, which sucks. Can't swim in it. You could boat in it. No jet skis, nothing like that. It's got to be a boat so you won't touch the water. Because that's Santa Barbara's drink, the city of Santa Barbara, Montecito, Goleta, it's their drinking water. What do we got? 20 minutes. All right. We just get up here, find a spot. Probably the same spot as last time because why not? I like that spot. It's a good spot to track. Oh, look at that, folks. Beautiful California coastline. They won't let us, they don't want us to drive on Pismo, but I'm willing to bet California has the longest untouchable coastline anywhere. Like, you get up to Big Sur. Yeah, you can hike down there, but really, realistically, how many people do it a year? And there's parts of the beaches up there that you can't get to. Down here, from Pismo Beach, pretty much to Goleta, there's all kinds of spots where you can't get to. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. There it is. That's what we're looking for. And we've made it. Okay. We're down to 18 minutes to go. I'm going to leave you guys looking that way for a second. Let me hit the chat. Oh, first thing I saw was the warden posting, yes, mean. We're very mean. I was like, what is she talking about? Okay. Mm. Oh, JC, you could have put spoiler alert. Well, if they won 2-0, they actually won the game. It wasn't in penalty kick, so good. Yeah, I didn't see any coyotes today. Oh no. Are we doing this again? Well, where's the answer, Eddie? Why did the cow cross the road? Tell you when. Tomorrow. Let me just talk to Kenny and get his money and Anthony's money, and we'll get a half a cow, if that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I thought we were going into space dad joke stuff. Yes, there is supposed to be a launch today. That's why we're live streaming. It's not that. Oh, I guess it is getting a little worse. Oh. JC, why did you get him started? Eric Bob, what's the 209? Oh, she already answered. Oh, North Fresno. You guys might be able to see it up there. Thank you, JC, for mentioning that. Yeah, folks, don't forget to comment where you're watching from. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, share. Don't forget to turn on the notifications and tell all your friends. uh, Moose Turd, thanks for joining us tonight. It is going to be a little bit bright, so we might not be able to see anything, but hopefully, or no jellyfish, obviously, but hopefully we'll be able to see landing. Oh, fireman, thank you for watching in Santa Ana. That's where you're at, Moose Turd in the 209, Fountain Valley. Oh, don't tell me you're calling it Lamparas like some people do. Ellendale. Oh, yeah. Terry Maddox, you should be getting a good view from up there. Okay. This is going to kind of jerk around because I got everything on my tripod. So I kind of got to do one of these. And as you can see out there, how thick the fog layer is. If you were here for the last live stream from Halama, you might remember that over there on top of that peak is where we could see the wind turbines turning. Well, fog monster. I don't know how bad it is in Lompoc now. If one of the executive producers in Lompoc, Dad, Kim, could look out the window and tell me what it looks like, I'd appreciate it. I think everybody would. Okay. 13 minutes to go. Have to flip phone around on the tripod or the camera around on the tripod because I use a rifle tripod. So I got to point, I got to put the handle away from me so I could point it up in the air because rifle tripods are meant to point straight down at the ground. So in case they let loose around, it goes into the ground and not into the sky. Well, that's going to have to stay like this. So we'll just leave this on like this. And that's how you got. Let's see. Let's switch cameras right now and see what we got. I think that's the wide shot. Yeah. Big old kelp patty out there. Probably a ghost swimming under there right now. Big old sea bass. That's looking down toward tarantulas. A surf spot, a rock spot out here. Let's go back to the zoomed in view. I don't know how well you guys will be able to see the offshore oil rigs out there, but you can see them pretty good. All right. You guys get to hang out that way for a second. Don't have the microphone in, so I'm going to walk away. You got to get the microphone for the Z50 though, not for the live stream. I'll be back. We're looking north right now toward the base. The rocket will be punching its way out of that fog in about 8 minutes. Okay, it's on. Turn that back on. And we're going to be hunting for re-entry burn. Pretty clear. It's hazy, but it's pretty clear south of us, so we should be able to see it. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share, tell all your friends, folks. And don't forget to sign up for the email list at 805.life/launches. All the up-to-date info on the launches. It's getting cool out here. Get the sweatshirt on. Oscar, welcome back, sir. Sorry Guatemala didn't make it this year. Or this tournament. What are we at? 7 minutes. We got 7 minutes to go until over there, yonder, Booster 1100 will be punching through the fog for its 7th launch. The first launch for the month of June. The 42nd SpaceX launch of the year. You know, today makes 180 days for the year, the 22nd week of the year, and 4.2 days between launches for SpaceX. Kind of crazy when you think about it. Thank you for joining us tonight, folks. If you've been here the whole time or you just tuned in, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. And don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, share, tell all your friends. Because we should get a good launch tonight. The sun's going to be a little bit too high. We won't get, at least along the west coast, right along the coast, we probably won't get the best jellyfish effect in the world. Or the best jellyfish effect like we've had in the past. But you never know what's going to happen. I can get a message right now, or we can all get a message right now saying that they pushed it a half hour, which would be awesome. Well, technically, we are the most launches so far this year. I didn't write it down on this note card, but 2024, we were at 42 launches, and I think it was 46 for the year. And in 2025, it was 60-something launches for the total of the year. And I think right now we were up to 40-something, I think, or 30-something last year at this time. But if we keep going at this rate, yeah, we will be more than ever. This will be the most launches out of Vandenberg ever. And it looks like that record is just going to continue to be broken year after year. Because if Firefly starts launching, there'll be more launches. If ULA and Vulcan Rocket get up, and then we're rebuilding Slick 6 for SpaceX. So that'll start launching more. And then over there, right there, somewhere along there, is the proposed area for Slick 14, which is, I guess, has already been given to Blue Origin. At least that's what the news is. The news said that it's a Blue Origin pad. I have been seeing steel coming into town, like trucks with pretty big ass steel beams. So I'm assuming they're going out there on base for something, because there's nothing being built around town that would use a 3-foot maybe 4-foot I-beam that's 40, 50 feet long. All right, down to 3 minutes to go. So the strong back should be retracting right now. And in about 5 or 10 seconds, if it did start at 3 minutes, it used to start right at 3 minutes. And I've noticed the last few launches is starting a little bit before that now. So right around now, it's almost all the way retracted. You can go back in the videos. I got to figure out how to edit them a little bit better because I do have a spot in Lompoc where I have the perfect angle to see strong back retraction. You don't see the whole booster. You just see the very tippy top of the rocket and the top of the strong back. But you can't see it from the distance standing there. It looks like just this giant black thing. I call it the pencil. And then at about 2 minutes and 30 seconds, there's two very distinct objects in the horizon. And one of them is at an angle, which means it's the strong back. All right. The only thing that's going to suck is I can't zoom in. So you guys, let me make sure I'm in. This is the wide shot. Camera 2 is the wide shot. And camera 0 is the tighter shot. So we're going to go with the tighter shot. Minute and 15 seconds. So over on the SpaceX live stream, Mission Commander is getting ready to say, LZ, go for launch. And right now they're saying the booster computers are taking over. So literally the people sit there and watch. And if the computers say go for launch, then it launches. If the computers say nope, then it's a no. All right, folks, here we go. Welcome back to Vandenberg Rocket Launches, folks. We're standing out here at Halama with under 30 seconds to go for the launch of Booster 1100. Its 7th mission, the first launch of July, and the 42nd launch for SpaceX this year. We're down to about 10 seconds to go. It's going to take a little bit for us to see it. And when we see it punch up above that fog, it's actually going to be over there a little bit more. Hit that like button if you haven't hit it already. Oh, look at these people pulling out of Halama right now. They're about to miss the rocket launch. If they hurry, they'll make it to the bend in the road and be able to see it. There it goes. There it goes. There goes Booster 1100. The only thing that sucks about coming out here is you can't really hear it because you have the ocean. Missing the rocket launch. Oh. Oh, sorry, folks. Why isn't it? Oh, well. Max Q. Oh, shit. Obviously, you can still hear it, but there's nothing like hearing it from Lompoc. Now, the bummer is going to be I won't be able to zoom in for reentry burn and all that. Or not. Reentry burn. Sorry. All right. First stage cutoff. Second stage is stage separation. Second stage ignition. There it goes. Stage two. Don't forget, just watch where stage two goes. It might do the dog leg like it did last time. Oh, it is. Not as drastic as last time. I lost it. Lost it in the glare. But we do know it's coming down somewhere over there. So we'll leave this pointed that way right now. And we'll wait until 6 minutes and 30 seconds. And then we'll look off yonder and see if we see something light up in the sky. I hope you guys can still. I think we got time. We should have plenty of time. Beautiful sunset. You come here late enough at night, and when the rocket takes off, it leaves a beautiful glow off of that bay right there. Lights up the whole bay. All right, let's go back this way because it's not about to happen. We got like another minute or so left, I think, until reentry burn starts. But now that the sun has gone down behind the fog, hopefully we'll be able to see it a little bit better. I really didn't see any twinkle twinkle from the fairings because the sun's too high up in the sky. A half hour. 45 minutes is the start of prime time jellyfish, but a half hour. That's usually the start of jellyfish effect, and it goes to about an hour after sunset. All right. We should be getting close to a reentry burn now. I thought I saw something, but I don't think that was it. And I don't want to take my eye off of the horizon because that's what I did at launch, and I missed it poking up through the fog. No, I guess we're not going to see reentry tonight. I thought I saw something light up over there, but it faded really quick. You could still faintly hear the rumble. But thank you again for joining us tonight, folks. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, share, tell all your friends. Join 805.life/launches email list and get all the updates of rocket launches. Yeah, it already happened because we're at 7:33 after launch, and it happens at 6:30 after launch. Well, thanks for joining us, folks. I really appreciate it. Don't forget, if you'd like to donate, head on over to PayPal. What is it? PayPal.me. It's for Vandenberg Rockets. There's Vandenberg Rockets. If you'd like to donate to the cause so I could step up my game for more cool stuff to help these make these live streams better. Because don't forget, I am the only one on the West Coast live streaming these using my own footage. We are not using SpaceX's live stream like a lot of people like to do. Because it's easy and you don't have to leave your home, do all this nonsense I do. Because I love to. Gets me out of the house. You never know what you're going to see when you're out here. What do we got? Good night, Warden. See you when I get home. Thank you for joining us, Gregory. Thank you for sticking around tonight, JC, being part of the comments, helping to executive produce this nonsense. Yeah. If you're in Lompoc, it's almost like an earthquake going off. First time my wife, after we moved up here, her first launch, she thought that's what it was an earthquake, which, yeah, if you're here, it could be mistaken for one if you don't know what's going on. Yeah, Oklahoma. Guatemala was in here. All kinds of people in here watching tonight. All right, folks. I'm going to break everything down and start heading home. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hitting the like button. Don't forget. Oh, look, I always say I'm going to leave, and then I remember I need to go over to 805.life real quick. And the next scheduled launch, it says July 7th, but I don't think that's right. I think it is July 10th. Sorry, Eddie. I don't think that one's right because I remember on the SpaceX thing, one of my friends said they're not lighting off for the 4th of July weekend. They're waiting until after. Oh no, we got one on here now. When did they add this? All right. Holy shit. Am I reading this correctly? Hang on a second, folks. Am I reading this correctly? Yeah, it already updated. Awesome. Yep. So the next scheduled launch is Tuesday, July 7th at 12:10 a.m. Wonderful. And it looks like it's a return to sender. Maybe. I don't know. I got to look into it a little bit more. Let me see. Launch details. on. But thank you for joining us, folks. Oh, yeah, drone ship. So it's a drone ship landing. I saw transporter and I immediately thought return to sender because that's usually what happens. All right, folks, I'm calling it a night. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, tell all your friends. Turn your notifications on because it looks like Monday at somewhere between 10 and 11 o'clock at night, I'll be going live. Unless it's really foggy and we're going to the top of Refugio. That's a possibility. I don't know yet. All right, folks. Until next time, thanks for watching. See ya.